Kuma has been an important sub over the last couple of games. He's very active and energetic on the inside.
Look at the black jerseys quickly run around All-America. Cade Cunningham, who got it to go. And on the wing into Cunningham. The trailing Luke is in at 3. No. Cunningham had it. Here comes Anderson. The trailer. The 3. Book it.
Have to, you know you're not going to get it all back at once, so you just got to keep grinding away at this thing. This is a team that averages almost 80 points a game. They have the firepower.
Nice ball rotation. Cunningham laces one in from 3. Oh, a double-digit lead.
Now, Oklahoma State has not really taken advantage of the opportunity with which they've been presented.
3, Cunningham.
But when you got a guy like Cunningham,
Moncrief grabbed it. Anderson's got it.
Thompson, an 80% free throw shooter, misses the front end of a 1-and-1. You can't leave points at the free throw line.
Cunningham thrashing, firing, knocking it in. Cade.
The third 3 Boone has made today. They have been big shots.
Oh, they steal it with Cunningham. Anderson, Cunningham, 3. No!
Really good court vision by Preston to find that pass all the way in the opposite corner. And that was a good pass that time. Threw it right into Cuffey's shooting pocket.
Cunningham spinning, gyrating, counted. Nice talk with Mike Boynton a couple days ago. A terrific young coach. Here's Cunningham, his first team All-America with a 3. Beautiful.
Have enough time to shoot the ball because Oklahoma State recovered so quickly.
Here's Likely to Moncrief to Cunningham. Cuffey is there. Cunningham will dance and fire. Bullseye!
Watch the post up here by Cunningham.
Cunningham off a curl. Hits from the foul line.
Hill. The other thing, he's a lefty, and the scouting report on him is he's a right-handed driver. Good example right there of not knowing the scouting report.
Cade Cunningham fades back. Connects. Off the rim, tries again, throws it down the second time.
I got to check, but that might have just got him his double-double, in part because he got 3 rebounds on 1 play.
Cunningham forces the issue at the other end.
And he, as Holly Rowe pointed out, really developed that massive frame.
Cunningham for 3. There's a big one. Tomorrow at 1 Eastern on ESPN. Alabama LSU for the title in the SEC. Courtney Ramey was called for that last foul, his second, so a chance for Oklahoma State to draw closer.
There's that matchup again, Cunningham and Cunningham. Watch the step back.
He's got another 3. So when the guards get to the line, they are perfect.
But you're not complaining about Sims, are you? Overall?
Let me think about it. Now, I guess I probably would take 16 and 12 if I were Shaka Smart, even if a couple of missed free throws go along with the double-double.
Watch him move his feet. Another back cut.
Likely. Back outside, Cade Cunningham for 3. He got it.
Well, it started because Jones gets to the basket. And the 3 years of leukemia treatment was important, but hip surgery in the spring has made him more athletic.
Cade Cunningham, the runner goes.
Oh, man, how about that?
Working on career highs. Matt Coleman with 28, Jericho Sims tying a career high with 20. So, boy, what a stage for those two to step up and play arguably their best games. Cade Cunningham backing his way down. Shot fake. Off the window. Boy, Oklahoma State can't take much time. They double team Cade Cunningham. He splits it. Fades away. He's got it. And a quick timeout called by. Cade Cunningham, NBA range. Good.
Watch out.
Here comes Cade Cunningham down to the last 10 seconds. Now Oklahoma State needs a miracle. Cade Cunningham forces one up. It's another. Are still emblematic of what Baylor is about. It's not like Scott Drew has turned Baylor into the McDonald's All-American recruitment factory as Cunningham goes.
Stars align and grow in this league.
Flagler with a three-pointer that's way too long. Here comes Cunningham. He'll pull up. He hits a triple.
Up every single day and not be selfish. It's something I'm constantly grinding on to have success not be just about me.
Oh, Butler with a nice feed to the post there. But Mark Vital, a couple of tries were denied. Here's Cunningham. Yes.
The one guy that gets a lot of credit for the development of Caleb Brune is Cade Cunningham, a former post player himself. We know he's Cade's brother, but his coaching has really been good for this young team, especially the inside guys.
Step back three for the tie. Cade Cunningham. Deadlock.
These guys make 67% of those shots.
At three for Cunningham. Bounces off. Avery Anderson ends up with the carom. Cunningham left of the lane.
Oh, great.
About it, and it was perfect in that shot.
Mitchell off the heel. Moms teach us all the important things. Cade Cunningham. Yes.
Wow. Easy hybrid man zone. Not playing Vital.
Vital comes up short.
Well, they're baiting him to shoot it, and he's obliging.
Avery Anderson shovels one off to Walker. Back outside, Cunningham for the lead.
He has delivered.
McBride can't hit for three. And Moncrief has the rebound. Cunningham, the floater is good. Bob, 2 or 3 Big 12 teams aren't living in a bubble like this for a month, potentially.
Without a doubt, and I've told young coaches this over the last year, and it's not just COVID. The mental health of your players now is as important as being a good recruiter. You just have to understand the time that I don't mind that. 2-on-2, a steal.
How about Taz Sherman? That's blocked by Caleb Boone. A frantic pace now as Avery Anderson sets up Williams. Bryce Williams rolling to the goal. Caleb Boone. Here's Cunningham for three.
Culver's come out on fire the second half. Good energy, too. You love to see that.
Cunningham spins with the left hand. How pretty was that?
On Anderson, and that frees him in the lane. And obviously a great back cut by Likely. Really good execution of using your star as a decoy.
There's Cunningham with a triple. Taz Sherman, NBA range. Rims it out. Caleb Boone the rebound. There's a lid on the basket right now for West Virginia. Cunningham running one-hander. It's a
explain to us, Jay, on this possession why being in the middle of the floor is so important against Baylor. When you're on one side of the floor, they can keep you there. Baylor's very good at keeping to that side and also very good at positioning their help when you're in the middle of the.
I was going to say, Baylor has done a better job defensively. What have they done against Cade Cunningham so far in this game, Jay?
A little more pressure, and they're moving Cade Cunningham around now. Mark Vital just on him, passed him off to Davion Mitchell. Now they're trying to keep him off the ball and draw some defensive attention. Now Matthew Meyer has switched off on him, and he's taken that on, and a really nice move.
Oh, that's a tough lob from Butler that rang off the backboard. And here is Cunningham in transition on a catch.
Because of his skill set, not necessarily his body, of better shooting Ben Simmons, because he does so many things. He's trying to post up Mark Vital there, and Vital just pushes him totally off the lane. Look how far out he's got to catch that. Against smaller defenders, he's able to post up easily, but look how he gets to the chin. That unless it is beyond a reasonable doubt that it's a charge, that it is a block, and just change the way that's called. because right now they're handed out like Halloween candy on October 31st, and I don't think it's good for the game, frankly.
Cunningham, that was a full half-court lob.
Just an overload on the left side. Jonathan Chachua comes up into the middle. That draws up the middleman, and then the backside. He's going to hear from my lawyers.
Is that you? You're just going to call him?
No, I don't. Only a fool represents himself.
Cade Cunningham off the turnaround splash. Baylor by 13 with 9 and change to go here in the second half.
Now Myers switched out on Cunningham. Cunningham should take him.
Or just send him away.
Really put some pressure on Baylor with that corner three they had a couple plays ago. Miss it. Baylor goes down, hits a three in the corner. 6-point swing to move this lead back out. That answering ability is really impressive.
Cunningham run the scorebook to put that on the screen to back you up.
No, I keep all my good stats to myself. I don't share them with anyone.
Heard that from coworkers. 7-point game. Blavers playing some significant late minutes as Cunningham dribbles it.
Oh, he's got Manic.
Reeves to Manic, allows the flyby. That one's a brick, though. Cade Cunningham, this time trying to force the issue, finds a trailer. And he'll get it back. Cunningham spins, leans.
It's a 1-1-3. Better know the shooters.
Reeves penetrates. The finger roll won't go. Here comes Cunningham. Trying to go 1-point game.
Oh, he's not hesitating. He is not hesitating. 43% in Big 12.
In Miami, where there was not much of a fan base at all for the Hurricanes, and what a job he's done at Florida State.
Tell you one thing right there, they went to a little zone defense. Oklahoma State, and Oklahoma was very patient on the offense. They were put on probation because he was eligible to go anywhere he wanted and be eligible immediately, and everybody was coming after him. You name him. He could have been America's guest. But he said, no, I want to play for Coach Boyd. I want to play with those guys. And he stayed here, and I'm hoping and praying they're going to be in the NCAA tournament. And we're angry about that. No respect.
Reeves lost his balance trying to kick it out to Jalen Hill. Cunningham will drive it the other way. Off the window and through. And the baseball pass. Hit ahead and cruising in. Oh, what a job by Harkless to get back on defense and swat it away from Avery Anderson.
I mean, that was a great defense. That's a highlight play right there. They go to the foul line. You come at the guy in the foul line. They dump it off. They're a well-coached team, man. They really have worked, you can see, in analyzing that zone.
Cunningham connects again.
Just go to dickvitale.com and you can get a copy, and all the money goes to the V Foundation for kids battling cancer. So let's just go to dickvitale.com. Help us. Nothing worse than seeing kids battling that disease.
And they called that last foul on Cunningham, his first, and they called that foul on the floor. Here's Cunningham for three. Oklahoma State's got
playing without a key player. I can't emphasize that enough. That kid likely preparing for the game. Steals, defensively, toughness, pass the ball.
Are you kidding me? The free throw line.
Are you kidding me? Well, you think he can hear me in Waco?
Yes. Umoja Gibson knocked away his third three. That's a big one. And makes this a 2-point game. Cunningham fades away. Got it. Looking to add to it here with a 2-point lead. Leans in, uses the glass. His own follow won't go. But there is the...
He was a real good player with a heck of a future. And he's just in a little bit of slump right now. And he's got to get back out of it. It's up to him. No one but him. He's going to make it happen.
Cunningham.
So big, the H guys. H squared, H2, H2O, baby. Hey. Harkless with a big three.
Cunningham. He puts Oklahoma
a little maniatic, whatever the word is.
His floater is good.
For the Cowboys. Both of these teams nursing some injuries. We mentioned Shannon already. And no Jamarius Burton tonight for Texas Tech, day to day.
They're doing a little bit of a toe issue as Cunningham scooped that one in. And the Red Raiders lead this one here by 4.
Look how McClung keeps that ball on the side. That's called no middle defense right there.
Shot clock under 10. Cunningham campus. And they went past this giant building, their rec center. I mean, it's for students on campus, that's the building. And Mac McClung turns and looks at the coach, says, "What's that building?" And goes the other way. Shannon now. The rebound ripped down by Bryce Williams. Cowboys down by 3. Cunningham hesitates, gets into the paint, and
this is a much-needed
Seth, I can only hear you.
Shannon, I can tell you Chris Beard welcomes the scoring right now. Let's see, are they going a little zone? Looks like they're changing up a little bit.
Cunningham contested.
This guy could go 0 for 20, and he is not going to continue. He will always play with confidence. He's got amnesia. Good players have to have amnesia.
Cunningham.
Ball moves faster than the defensive players do. Excellent execution.
Cunningham, step back, got it. Ooh. Needing a win on the road. Oklahoma State won the first matchup between these two teams January 2nd in overtime. Cunningham in close, rolls it home.
See the first meeting back on January 25th, won by Oklahoma State. Cade Cunningham, who drank. Asked Mike Boynton what he could take away from the first meeting as Coleman Lands misses a 3. And he says, well, we didn't have Cade. They didn't have 4 starters, so a lot has changed since then for both teams. Cunningham tries to kiss it in and does so. Freshman in this freshman class for Mike Boynton. Sure, you're going to get overshadowed by Cade Cunningham, but he's been really good. Rondell Walker, another impressive freshman as well for Oklahoma State this year.
Oh, Alexander Moncrief just getting good, solid minutes. Mike believes in him, shooting over 50% from the floor, which is a rarity for a freshman. Unless your name is Cunningham. Me as a player, and he's trying to get me involved, and I think that really becomes contagious as a team, and there's the defense on the rotation.
First steal of the game for Cade Cunningham. Pulls up from 13 and scores. 10 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, a block, and a steal already for Cade Cunningham just past the midway point of the first half. 3, Cunningham. Man. Of making the NCAA tournament.
Best game of the year I've seen was last Saturday, Oklahoma and West Virginia.
3 points for Cade Cunningham. Just 2 so far here in the second half. And now they end their drought.
Took just 3 shots in the first meeting with the two teams, and he's pretty much on pace for that again. Another turnover. McGurl gives to Walker up top for Cunningham. Cowboys are in a great spot. A reminder, likely, hopefully, what Oklahoma State is hoping is he sits the entire game. He's dressed for an emergency situation, but they're hoping not to have to use him, let him rest that foot that he's...
And all of a sudden, they look like the team that took Texas and gave them all they wanted last week.
It's a 16-0 run after a little slip pass from Nigel Pack. Cunningham for 3 and stop.
How other prospects are across the world.
8-point game. Cunningham, strong take, count the ball. Shied away from. And he's had some really good moments, Robbie, and he's had some not so good moments. One, you're not going to make all the shots at the end of the game, but one of the things Mike Boynton talked about was even with how talented Cade
playmaking ability and finding, quite frankly, better players than the guys he's out here with right now.
Juwan Harris turns it over. Likely gives it up. Gets it back. Cunningham for 3. Yes.
In short roll or kickouts for open threes. Right now, there's more traffic in there than in on 42nd and Broadway at rush hour.
There's a three from
the ugly, but right now they're in this game.
Cunningham off the miss. He'll cross over.
Oh, man. Yeah, Petrusev, former Zag, who's now playing in Europe. All 7 guys could be drafted from Montverde Academy.
Cunningham working the offensive glass. And
let the defender fly by and knock it home.
Brown's got 9 rebounds to go along with his 12 points. Cunningham splits a double team. Old school floater is the 18th time this season in 20 Kansas games. 3 on the way for Cunningham.
See him do for this Oklahoma State team at the end of the year.
Puts up a 3 here. Got it.
First half. Number 6, Texas taking on Oklahoma State. Texas on a 7-0 run. Cade Cunningham shut out so far with a couple of fouls. When we talked with Mike Point yesterday, Fran, he mentioned sometimes he kind of tries to feel things out. They're going to get him to get aggressive here.
Yeah, no question. There's so much to love about this kid. He plays the game the right way. His handle's is a little shaky, I might add, but I don't like the fact that, as he buries that, right on Schneid, 4 to 5 losses. Again, short, John.
That is in the coach's handbook, Schneid.
Yeah, Schneid is a long losing streak.
Thank you.
It's the Yiddish coach's guy.
Cowboys
those
with
jump
the
shots.
ball.
Sorry, John, those jump shots are short.
Here's Cunningham into the paint. Here we go. His way to the hand.
What have you noticed about Cade in the first minute and a half?
Just more presence, and the ball's in his hand more.
More aggressive, yep. I think he senses it too. I think being unselfish is a great trait, but sometimes it actually can hurt the team.
Inside and able to get it to point. 7 rebounds and 4 assists, and just has not been a factor in this game. Anderson here, ball fake, likely has it. Now the give off and Cunningham. It's a 3. 7 and Cade Cunningham. Jumper. Big time.
Yeah, it's weird to be talking about Duke. I mean, Duke's ranked 25th right now, but they lost to Miami. They'll probably fall out of the top 25. But unranked North Carolina, 25th ranked Duke, it just doesn't roll off the tongue. Cunningham, 2 turnovers. If you go only by numbers, Chris, this is easily his worst game of the year.
And Isaac Likely's been a non-factor.
Here's Cunningham working on Easley. And it's good. Cunningham with the ball, tries the 3, and he's got it. Points total.
Taking Cade off the ball.
Now he's got it. Checked by Nembhard. Left side, high off the glass.
A guy who had been coming off the bench, Jamie Dixon, plugs him into the starting lineup, says we need your shooting, the spacing it creates, and he has delivered.
Cade working on Ledee. Pulls up the SEC conversation. There's good hands by the Oklahoma State defense and a takeaway from the Cowboys. Cunningham, low post,
nice.
Yes.
Team typically plays well. He was preseason second team all SEC, been a little bit up and down. But I'll tell you what, he was dynamite in their win over Auburn. They were down 20-9 to Auburn in that game to start it. Stormed back in the second half. Well, when you when you're making shots, so Oklahoma State shot well, teams taking it out of the net, that's going to slow you down. Turnovers, there weren't as many live ball as can I make my impact. He's never afraid. There's no back down. He plays so hard. I love Marcus Smart.
And his cutout is here inside Gallagher-Iba Arena, where he did some work. And he brings the Cowboys to within 2. Vanover from the other corner. Different result this time. Chance to tie or take the lead for Oklahoma State. Cade looks like he's playing with a little swag now, Chris.
He does.
Ten to shoot. Cade does. And knocks it down.
Transferred from Indiana here. He is really tough around the basket.
We've had 10 ties this ball game, Chris. Cunningham, what a tone. Now 3 to shoot, likely does. Comes up short on the 3. Chase for the loose ball, cleared by Rondell Walker. 15-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Cunningham, the pull-up. Got it!
McCormick has been doing a lot more of that, Lance, scoring down low for Kansas.
Well, a little bit of light dream shake, if you will, his own version of it. This young man is really good as any in the conference in the block.
A wide lane, Wilson hits the little 10-footer.
Well, that's a big basket by Wilson, given that he's struggled a little bit against Oklahoma in terms of getting into the game. So getting baskets early for him and getting rhythm is important for Kansas.
Cunningham. Well, he had 3 shots on Saturday at K-State. He already has 3 shots tonight. Kansas, their 3rd turnover. Cunningham again, open and nails another 3.
Coach Self can get his starters back on the floor. That goes for Bryce Thompson, amongst others who come off the bench for Kansas.
And Coach Self told us there's a chance Bryce Thompson could play tonight. We haven't seen it so far.
It was more of the aggressor. And let's see if Kansas adjusts to that here in this first half. Or second half, I'm sorry.
Cunningham picks something else to get to know Cade Cunningham. You know who his roommate is on the Oklahoma State campus? It's Rondell Walker. And a rebound that time for his roommate Cunningham, his 6th. Cade pulls up from 12 and drops that in.
Speed this game up.
Emmett Matthews makes them pay for the pressure, getting to the front of the rim, but can't finish on the layup attempt.
Got to finish those. Got to finish.
Cade Cunningham leans in. That's it from Sherman.
Pass.
Offensive rebound, and Emmett Matthews is able to finish. Again, a second chance basket for West Virginia.
Yeah, good, very fortuitous bounce, and Deuce McBride knows what to do with it.
Cunningham hits a 3.
The 2 Stills brothers were high school teammates on the basketball side of Jalen Bridges.
Culver, the first player in double figures for West Virginia. He's got 10 points and 8 rebounds already here in the first half. Cunningham at the elbow, knocks it down.
That's okay. He's got to get aggressive. He fouled himself out of that first half with the 2 fouls. So he can afford to be aggressive offensively.
Cunningham for 3. Connects. Shot fake coming up short, though, Bryce Williams. But he ends up with the loose ball. And a fresh shot clock for Oklahoma State. Cunningham drives it. Strength. Line, if he qualified, he just hasn't gotten there often enough. So he didn't have enough attempts, but he was shooting 92% at the line coming into tonight as Cunningham with Culver to the baseline, throws it down.
Good spin. I love the fact that he moved before the double came. He went opposite of the double team, created space on the baseline. That's one way to defeat a double team, is make your move before the second defender comes.
Step back.
Loss at home to TCU, and Game they had won.
Cunningham.
Being a formula that works for the rest of the season.
A 19-point deficit at 1 point for the Mountaineers, but they have turned up the heat defensively, and we're coming up on 2.5 minutes without a point for Oklahoma State. How did they respond now? Here's the freshman going to work. Cunningham muscles one up and gets it coming up short.
Oh, nice.
After it again, though, and putting it up, Taz Sherman.
Yep. Likely did a great job of avoiding contact, no foul, but he took himself out of the play, and Taz Sherman right on the money.
Sherman's got 20. Another bucket.
It's a 3. Point trying to get him a little rest to the under 8 timeout, and we'll probably see likely for the rest of the game after that. He does not have any foul issues. Cunningham trying to create 17-footer. Good.
Sometimes when he feels it, he gets too aggressive.
Driving. Tip Santos Silva. Cunningham has it. Oklahoma State has numbers if they want to take it. Boone underneath the reverse.
This week saying, look, I think we're a really athletic team, as Ramey misses the 3. But if you lined up every player on both rosters and you pick guys just based on pure athleticism, our most athletic guy, which is probably that one right now, and yet to hit a shot unless your last name is Jones or Brown. And Texas has weathered an early onslaught by Oklahoma State. Now the 3-point shot is falling, and they have a 21-17 lead over Oklahoma State. And what is the Big 12 opener for the Texas Longhorns? Oklahoma State 0-1 to start conference play. Cunningham inside. He got hit. There's a lot of growth for some of the guys on this list.
Yeah, and sorry to cut you off there, Lowell, but let's keep that in mind. That's the aggregate board. I guarantee you that NBA teams individually, that board looks different, possibly with the exception of Cunningham.
NBA on NBA there is Cunningham. A step behind that is Kai Jones and a Greg Brown?
Yeah, there's no question Andrew Jones would be the guy that I run things through on a consistent basis.
Late game, he's taking the big shot.
Yeah, late game, yes.
Cunningham needed that. Texas with a 9-point lead, despite the fact that Courtney Ramey is 0 for 6 from the field, has not scored. Here's Cunningham. Size mismatch over Coleman. Nice finish there. Doubles for Greg Brown. First time in his career he's done that in back-to-back games, 3rd on the season. Also had one in the season opener. Anderson loses a handle. Cunningham is there with the follow.
This is set up, one, by sharing the ball, but also low by the early threes. You might remember there was a lot of zone being played by OSU. Not so much here in the second half because of Texas's ability to knock down the 3-ball.
Cunningham going baseline on Brown. Ramey got a piece of him. No foul call. Coleman into the paint. No one was there, and it surprised him. Anderson almost lost it. Here's Cunningham with the moves on Ramey. And just willing his way to the bucket and one. Yes. 35 seconds left for Oklahoma State. Down 5. Brown, another rejection.
Stealing the spotlight.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, you know these TCU guys, especially the Dallas guys, are locked in on Cade Cunningham. They've done a good job so far. Cade hadn't finished at the rim until right there.
Well, a look at our first half stats brought to you by Ally, and you see the key stats. Kevin Samuel came to play, 11 points, leading the TCU Horned Frogs.
Right. Times with a shot blocker, fading away, not the answer. Go right through his chest.
Here's another turnover. Could be an easy 2 at this end. And a dunk from Cade.
But there's no doubt he's going to be a very good pro.
Here he is with the ball. Gives it up.
That's a dunk in the NBA.
And he follows with the bucket. Nebhart
Boy,
Calls
tough
his
play.
own number and cashes in.
Like that. RJ's got 16 tonight. And that was no offense by TCU, just a good individual play.
Cunningham is feels
like Nate Sestina and Reed Travis and this year Olivier Sarr. You're going to see Duke and Kentucky go the transfer route like everybody else. You just can't win consistently anymore with the type of one-and-done guys that are coming into college basketball.
There's another.
Trevin Wade whips one down into the lane off the fingertips of Poor Bear Chandler.
Yeah, Poor Bear Chandler was wide open, but the defense was so big on Trevin Wade, he had a hard time finding him. There's a bucket by Cade Cunningham.
North Carolina, and a lot of former Shockers probably still having nightmares about Juwan Evans, Bob.
Yeah, Juwan Evans dropped a high number against the Shockers. Let's see if the Shockers can hold down the Cowboys here in the last seconds of the first half.
Shot clock is off. Cade Cunningham with just 5 first-half points. And he hooks one over Dexter Dennis anyway. Between the shot and the game clock. And boy, you've never heard 525 louder. Cade Cunningham just content to dribble it down.
He's going to take this shot here.
Over Dennis, hits. His first basket of the half.
Not an accident right there. As you mentioned, as a team, ORU makes 11 of these again, and they move the ball and share it really well.
And one-on-one from O'Banner, his second. Back to a 2-point game.
Now remember, Oklahoma State, despite Oakland making a bunch of threes, it took them till late in the game to adjust and do a better job of defending the three-point line. That is what makes ORU dangerous tonight.
And that one falls over the...
And to add to that, Mike, they have 8 assists on their 10 field goal makes. That's usually a good indication that the ball's moving.
Finally brought down by Oklahoma State. Cunningham, soft touch in the paint.
You know, that's really tough for someone like Moncrief, who is not accustomed to defending 25-plus feet from the basket on another quote-unquote big.
That's Asmus inside the arc, and they're back to a 3-point game.
Pretty well defended by Likely. That's just a tough shot from a guy that can score.
Cunningham steps back, knocks it down.
They're not all about just hoisting bad threes. I mean, what a great backdoor cut right there with Bryce Williams overplaying Asmus.
And that one falls over the front of the rim. Cunningham step back 3. Good. Wow. Back to a 1-possession game. And the Golden Eagles elect to play defense with some time between the game and shot clock.
Yeah, about 5.5 second differential.
Cade spins, falls away, and drops it in. The Lampman lighting it up.
Here's Meriden just being solid. You know, it's not letting things come easy to somebody. A little more communication there. Everybody taking care of individual defensive assignments.
And Cunningham by Rashad Williams.
He literally thinks he's going to make everything. You can just tell when he steps up, he thinks it's going down.
Cowboys rebound up ahead. The alley Can't finish. Cunningham will get the foul and the basket.
And still apply a little bit of pressure when you're athletic like those guys. And now what you've done is you've created these opportunities.
Cunningham
getting good looks from three. I mean, that's why it's changed.
Another air ball, well defended. Cunningham with the soft touch.
Forget about it. Yeah, it is a bit unorthodox, and it gives lefties an advantage.
Here's Cunningham, 6'8", 220 pounds, 19 years of age. Really good handle.
See the quick help there defensively by Marquette.
Cunningham, the shake and hit. Defense to force the travel. Just getting started. Big 12, Big East battle. Dump down, Cunningham.
Or the quick catch and shoot three. There's the lob.
Snipped out by Likely, leads to the run out for Cunningham. Cade Cunningham. We've gone under the 15-minute mark. Turnover. And wow, the ball just dribbled off of Flavor's foot. Opportunity for Oklahoma State. Cunningham with the left hand. Woo! Big time.
A post area where you can shoot it, drive it, or play make as he did in that situation.
Just the third field goal for Marquette in the second half. They're 3 for 17 shooting the basketball. Cunningham. Cade Cunningham. Rises and rips.
You can see why Texas Southern will have a good year in their league. Coach Jones has got some nice bigs, got some athleticism there. You got some good, experienced, tough guards. Yeah, he's a good player. Shoots it well. He shot 44% last year from three at Georgetown. And he also can put it on the floor.
Eight minutes left here in this first half. Home opener for the Cowboys. And Cunningham kicks it back out. Drives and kisses it off.
A little high up the floor at times against Texas Southern. They've had probably a little too much opportunity right at the rim for Mike Boynton's liking.
And Cunningham, the bucket, the foul. Started to light it up a little bit. At Gallagher Iba Arena, 20-point Cowboy lead. They take it away. Likely with a great dish. And
that's what they did at Stephen F. Austin. Brad came off of that last year at Illinois, and it really has helped them. And now they are really rolling as a program up there. And I think
he had 2 great years for Mike Marquis over at Tyler Junior College, about an hour and a half east of Dallas.
6-0 run for UTA over the last 2. Wamba launches a 3. Anderson runs it out for the Cowboys. Cunningham down the lane with the left hand scores.
He's got
Caleb Boone gets in the lane, spinning, tip. Another opportunity, Likely underneath, trying to keep it alive. 3, Cunningham, good!
There's some life in here.
Griffin came up short. Screen set by Moncrief. Cunningham gets it to fall.
Oh, he earned that one because exhibition on Sunday, he did not shoot well last year, only 29%.
And Cade at the other.
Athletic, they're deep. And although Azor comes in as their best player on paper, they have a lot of weapons. Look at that move. Strong move. Now, we couldn't see the end of it, but you're allowed to go out of bounds, come back in and touch it, but not if you still have possession of the ball.
Cunningham playing with some grit here. He looked like he was a man possessed.